Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 16, and today we are returning with two games of our Tigers as we take on West Bromwich Albion away and face Chelsea at home. Before we play those games, though, I'm going to show you how Hull have been getting on off camera, and also one sale on transfer deadline day. And we'll start with that right now, because I love talking about transfers. Yes, Haris Seferovic left the club on deadline day and went to the Saints for £8.25 million. Now, this wasn't a deal I negotiated myself. The reason this deal went through was because he had a minimum fee release clause of £8.25 million. Southampton met it, and thus he went to St Mary's. But to be honest, I wasn't really that fussed about it. We got enough strike cover here, of course, with Brian the Kid Donnelly in as well. We don't need Seferovic. He would have been fourth choice striker this year. And to be fair, with only 2 goals in 24 appearances for Hull in all competitions, after one season and the start of this year as well, I didn't really feel like he was worth £8.25 million. So Southampton met the release clause, and I was like, fine, he's yours, you go ahead and take him. So I was fine with that. And this is how Southampton, this is how Hull, I should say, have been getting on off camera since you were last with me. Now, of course, in the last episode, you saw the season opener, which was the very impressive 3-0 victory at home to Reading. And following that, it's been a really bizarre run of games, where, as you can see, there's only been one defeat, but only 2 wins as well, and both of them have come in the EFL Cup. So we started off with a 1-1 draw against Sunderland away at the Stadium of Light, and Dyer was also sent off in stoppage time in that game. And they beat Cardiff by 2-1 away in Wales, where, as you can see, Brian Donnelly led the comeback and scored his first goal, and I'll show you it too. It was amazing. Brian Donnelly, this was just a brilliant finish. He was played the ball down the left-hand side, and he literally just smashed it past the goalkeeper and into the back of the net. It was Seferovic who played it through, and Donnelly peeled off the last man and just levered it in the near post to score his first goal for Hull. And at this moment, I was going crazy. I was so delighted. Brian Donnelly scoring his first goal for the club, and then Theo Hernandez, one of a minute to go in normal time, sent us through his next round of the EFL Cup. Then we had a goalless draw at home to Ronald Koeman's Everton before another goalless draw away at Portman Road against Ipswich, where we missed a penalty. Alfred and Dye missed a penalty, which was won by Brian Donnelly, who also hit the post in this game as well, as that game finished 0-0. So back-to-back goalless draws. Then a 1-1 draw against Watford, so the draws continued, 4 in a row in the Premier League. And then we beat Middlesbrough 3-2 in the EFL Cup, where Jonathan Walters, the mentor, came off the bench and won us the game with virtually the final kick of the match, just before penalties. He's going to get a couple of games here and there, and Jonathan Walters, I can't believe it, won us the game, and I was literally laughing so much when that happened. But following that, we had a 2-2 draw away at the Etihad Stadium against City. We were 2 goals up in this game through 2 Gerard Deulofeu goals, and we threw it away within the space of 1 minute in the second half. Harry Kane scoring a quick-fire double as the game finished 2-2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 draws in a row in the Premier League, but no defeats in our first 6 until our last game, which was a 2-1 defeat at home to Leicester, after Brian Donnelly did score his first league goal for the club in the first 4 minutes. But sadly, it proved to be in vain, as we still lost the game by 2-1. And I promise I won't show you all Brian Donnelly's goals throughout the entire season, but I thought I'd show you his first ever goal for the club and his first Premier League goal as well, which was awesome. But yeah, so in today's episode, we take on West Brom away and Chelsea at home. This side of the table is currently looking, as you can see, 7 games in even, 1 win, 5 draws, and 1 defeat as well. Now, you can look at this either 2 ways, one of either 2 ways. You can say only 1 win in 7, that's not good enough, or you could say 1 defeat in 7, that's pretty impressive for Hull. And we're looking at positives right now. Only 1 loss in our first 7 games. I think that's pretty good for Hull, but it is true, we do need to start winning more games if we are to survive in our 3rd season. Right now on the injury report as well, there are 4 players who are currently injured, 2 players on long-term injuries. Those 2 players are Jordan Ibe, who is out for 7 to 8 weeks with torn hamstring, and also Robert Snodgrass, who had a serious injury a month ago, and he's still got about 7 to 10 weeks as well on his injury. So 2 long-term injuries, 2 short-term injuries of Mason and Fourquier as well. And thus, this will be the team for the game. Raj is in goal, back 4 of Timon, Carter Vickers, Maguire and Byram. In midfield, we have Ndai, Henriksen, Dos Santos, and on the wings, Deulofeu and Leko. Up top on his own, Brian Donnelly, and on the bench, Tom Heaton, Daniel Ayala, Robertson, Ozcan, Hernandez, that's Theo Hernandez, Abel Hernandez, and Borja Baston as well. So first game, West Brom at home. We need to start winning. I can't see us beating Chelsea, so hopefully we'll get the win away at the Hawthorns, not at home. Oh my goodness, I made so many errors to start this commentary off. Let's just get into the game. I think you can forgive me though. I swear, it is 30 degrees in Manchester today. It was baking yesterday, it was baking today as well. And don't get me wrong, when I can have the balcony door open, I can have the fan on, I don't mind whatsoever. But when I've got to record, I've got to shut the balcony door, I've got to turn the fan off, I've got to close my living room door as well, so no noise goes out towards the hallway. And oh my god, I've been recording for like 5 minutes and I'm already sweating, man. This is ridiculous. Hashtag first world problems. I say I'm really liking the 4-1-4-1 DM wide as well. I really do feel like since we switched to this from the 4-4-2 at the start of last season, we've been a much better team. Our general play has been better. We kept holding the ball a lot better. We fashioned out more chances, but most importantly, we defended a lot better. So I think for the time being, we'll stick with this formation until a point where we start to lose lots of games in succession with it. But still 0-0, no chances in the first half until right now as Henriksen intercepts a throw and plays it long to the 17-year-old Brian Donnelly, who lost the ball to Alfie Mawson, who plays it through to Tammy Abraham, who should have made it 1-0, but over the bar. Lucky escape. So goalless at the break. I think at half-time I'm going to say assertively, I'm far from pleased with what I've seen from the teams that will fire the boys up. When you've got a determined squad, never feel afraid to criticise until you go a bit too harsh. But when you have a determined squad, never feel afraid to criticise. That's my philosophy, because they always seem to respond well to criticism. But anyway, 0-0 at the break, and hopefully in the second half we will find that winning goal. As it is still 0-0, and there's a highlight directly after the restart, but sadly it comes to the baggies. Ward is down the right hand side, he crosses, it hits Josh Tarman and finds Chad. He'll try his luck, and that is just a real piece of bad luck. Shot deflected straight to Tammy Abraham, but although he puts the ball in the back of net, it will be disallowed for offside. Thank you, Lionel. Still 0-0, and hopefully we can get ourselves into this game. We've done nothing so far. That's got to change. But another highlight for West Brom. They've been a better team in this game, and Field is through, and Field should have made it 1-0, but hit it straight at Raj. Terrible, terrible game. We've got to change something, man. We've done absolutely nothing in this one, and as things stand, there's only one team that's going to win this game at this rate. So changing the formation up then, hopefully that will work, give Donnelly a bit more service. Ozcan's going to come on, we'll take off Marcus Henriksen, and we'll push and die up to play alongside Dos Santos as a CM duo, and play a 4-2-3-1 wide. Just haven't created anything in this game. We need to get something going, because right now, it's not looking good. Highlight for West Brom over corner, whipped into the middle, and there's a penalty. Harry Maguire has pushed a West Brom player, and there's a chance for the Baggies to take the lead with just over a quarter of an hour to play. We have been awful in this game, absolutely awful, and unless Raj can provide some heroics, we are surely going to trail and lose this game. It's just not been good enough. We've done absolutely nothing, and we need to sort this out as Shane Long converts the penalty and makes it 1-0. Yeah, this is going to be a loss, and we're probably going to lose both games today. It's so frustrating. Again, it's all about perspective though. This will be just our second defeat in 8 games, which on the face of things sounds pretty good, but only 1 win in 8, and that coming on the opening day against Reading, that's not enough. Like, that is not enough, and that will not keep us in the division. So we've got to start winning games and picking up points, because right now we are sliding down the table, and it won't be long before we're in the bottom 3. And Deulofeu has just surrendered possession cheaply, and now Forestieri plays a great ball through towards Tammy Abraham, who plays it across towards Shane Long, and that should be 2, but no, Harry Maguire blocks the shot and turns behind for a corner. It's been all West Brom in this game. We've been atrocious. So not much time to save this game. West Brom are through again here. Shane Long shooting and Radkovic saving. My goodness, they should have put this game to bed a very long time ago. If we can somehow get a point in this game, they will be kicking themselves. They've had so many shots, but still only lead through a Shane Long penalty. And I say if we're going to come back and get a point in this game, they'll be kicking ourselves. We've done nothing. What chance have we got of getting a point in this game? Well, we can't even get chances. This is just ridiculous, man. It's been literally all West Brom. We have done nothing as Shane Long plays it through to Tammy Abraham. Just kill the game off now, for goodness sake. My word. I want the game to be killed off, man. This is getting embarrassing now. It's still only 1-0, but I'm getting annoyed. I'm getting annoyed at them not finishing chances. Oh my god, come on, for goodness sake. Abraham through towards Rivera. Maybe now Shane Long on the ball. Plays it through towards Forestieri. Back towards Osborne. Can you just finish the game off? Jake Livermore through. Finds Shane Long, and there it is, 2-0. Right, so West Brom are going to win then. I mean, we've known that for a long time, but my goodness, they have missed chance after chance after chance, and the Baggies are going to get a big 3 points. But for us, a very, very disappointing loss, our second in a row. And when we hadn't lost all season long, I was thinking this could be a really successful year. But now 2 very poor defeats on the trot, and Chelsea at home next. I don't really fancy us getting much from that. And we'll probably be 3 defeats in a row. not before long. So 2-0, surely the final score, maybe. Yeah, 2-0 the final score, and West Brom get the win at the Hawthorns, but that was tragic. I mean, seriously, we did absolutely nothing, and I'm going to get aggressive. I never get aggressive. I'm going to get aggressive and say I'm far from pleased for him, because that was terrible. I mean, that was terrible. We created literally nothing. We invited so much pressure, and we did absolutely nothing in that game. So yeah, we've got to change something, because that is a sign of things to come, I'm pretty sure. Oh, sugar, one thing I forgot as well to show you, as you can probably hear the fan in the background, I've got to put it on, man, I'm sweating like crazy. Curtis Davies is going to lead the club come the end of the season and join Atalanta. Now, they put in a bid on deadline day, and I made it non-negotiable and said transfer day end of season, because I don't want to leave the captain mid-season, or at the start of the season even, and they said that was totally fine. So he's joining Atalanta on the 1st of July, but as you can see, his contract is up on the 30th of June. So the next day, he's going to join Atalanta in Italy, and I'm totally fine with that, because we gave him a one-year deal in the summer as his contract was expiring. He wasn't going to get a new one, though, so he was going to leave on a free anyway. So instead, we're going to make 375 grand for him. So, yeah, Davies is going to go come the end of the season. We can't now give him a new contract, but I'm totally fine with that. You know, he's not going to leave till the end of the year, and then we get a bit of money for him as well, and we would have got nothing instead. So, yeah. All right, then, guys, so moving into the second game of today's episode as we play host to second place Chelsea, and on the back of back-to-back defeats for the first time this season, I'm not really feeling very confident of stopping the streak, but I am hopeful for the best. There'll be one change in the lineup though, and that's Fouquier coming back in for his first start since injury in place of Sam Byram. And so this will be the team for the game. Raj in goal, back four of Timon, Carter Vickers, Maguire and Fouquier. In midfield, and Dai Henriksen and Dos Santos, although I might possibly give Ozcan a start in this game. But then again, with Spurs on Tuesday in the EFL Cup, I think I'll start him in the Cup again. So yeah, same CM trio, and Dai Henriksen and Dos Santos, and on the bench, on the wings, Delafeu on the left, Jonathan Lako on the right, and up top, Brian Donnelly, whose exposure to first-team football is paying off right now, I must say. He's looking good already. On the bench, Heaton, Ayala, Robertson, Ozcan, Hernandez, and Borja Baston. And so let's dive straight into the second game then. Chelsea at home. I can't see us getting much from this, but we need to stop this mini loss slump before it turns into a really bad run of form. So hoping for a draw at the very least, but expecting the worst. Come on, Hull, prove me wrong. Let's get a big 3 points. Let's do it. And I've switched off 2 players in the pre-match team talk, which is an excellent start. Remember when I said at half-time in that last game there against West Brom, I said about team talks, and I gave a little bit of candid advice. Never listen to me. Never listen to me. I switch off more players than I motivate. Never listen to my advice. So first corner for Chelsea, Marco Verratti takes it, Lako heads it clear but straight to Alexandro, back out wide towards the Italian, and still a chance for Chelsea as they keep the ball at feet. Sandro plays it through to Verratti, who heads it inside, João Mario plays the cross, and Willian makes it 1-0, and it's taken just less than 3 minutes for the Brazilian to fire Chelsea in front. Worst start possible. We are on a free fall right now in terms of form and league positions as well. João Mario plays it across, and Willian, the Brazilian, makes the finish with Raj failing to keep it out. I might give Tom Heaton a go soon. I might replace Raj for Heaton in goal and see what Tommy Boy can do between the sticks. Because right now, Raj is not really playing that well despite his development. And as we trail by 1 in the first half, as I always say, when we trail against a big team, I never fancy my chances of getting back into the game. So, yeah, this could be a long afternoon as David Luiz hits the bar from the free kick and Fouquier clears. This is really worrying. I think it might be time to drop that 4-1-4-1, you know. I started off the episode talking positively about it, but now, I mean, we're all over the shop. We're creating no chance whatsoever. We're struggling to defend. It might be time to stop playing that 4-1-4-1, but I don't know what to change to, because the 4-4-2 hasn't worked in a very long time. So, I mean, tactical suggestions, anyone? Let me know in the comments if you've got any advice, because Lord knows right now we definitely need it. As Derrida finds the goal scorer Willian, and Willian plays it out wide towards his Brazilian colleague Alexandro. Fouquier with a tackle though, and now a chance on the break. No, he's giving the ball away, and now Chelsea are through. Gabriel Barbosa running through one-on-one, makes it 2-0. And Chelsea double their advantage 8 minutes before the break. Barbosa with his 10th goal of the season already. Carter Vickers not happy. He's giving the lino an earful, saying he was offside there. Although I thought, to be fair, I thought it was offside as well initially. So maybe we've got a point. But Barbosa finishes. It's 2-0 Chelsea. And yeah, this game's already done. Look at those stats in the top right. And Fulkier's injured. Oh my word, he literally just come back. He's literally just come back. And Byram's not on the bench, for God's sake. Right, okay. What do we do now? Theo Hernandez possibly playing right back? I mean, that's not wise, is it? I don't even know. What are we going to do now? This is just... Oh, for God's sake. I said it was all about perspective earlier. Well, right now, there's only one way of looking at things. We are struggling big time. Oh, Donnelly! Donnelly! Brian Donnelly! Oh, Jesus Christ! Brian! Brian, you were through, mate. You were through one-on-one, and you totally messed it up. I mean, honestly, I've spent that money on you. I've put you on a decent amount of money. And that was absolutely atrocious, kiddo. What are you doing there? Come on, redeem yourself. Redeem yourself, son. Dude, what is that? Hashtag drop Donnelly as Willian finds Alexandro, crosses Barbosa, makes it free. Raj, that was straight at you, bruv. Come on, man. I made you vice captain this year, and you're crumbling under the expectation of wearing the armband. I should have kept Michael Dawson, shouldn't I? It's 3-0 to Chelsea. He would have done a better job in goal right now. As Alexandro crosses, picks out Barbosa for his second of the game. And look at that from Raj. I mean, honestly, bruv, where are you patting that ball to? No wonder you got your head in your hands. That was terrible. 3-0 and Chelsea on course for an easy 3 points. You may have noticed we stayed on control for this game, and we've been on control for both games. And the reason being is because we started the season off playing very well with this sort of mentality, but I think it's safe to say we need to start starting more games on counter because we still aren't a good enough team. Donnelly, this time, Brian, where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, well, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. Okay, so Brian's proving wrong. He's won a penalty and a chance to at least get a consolation goal. And the kid's going to leave it for Ndai to take. Now, the last time Donnelly won a penalty and Ndai took it, he hit the post in a game where we should have won against Ipswich and it finished 0-0. So Ndai, redeem yourself and tuck this one away. I mean, it doesn't change the fact we will still lose this game, but at least we'll get a consolation goal. And right now, I'll take literally any positive. So Ndai is going to take the penalty, which Donnelly won. Can he make amends? Oh, well, I mean, yes, but I don't know how lucky he was because it seemed to be straight at the goalkeeper and he seemed to let it go in. Well, Courtois sort of made a mess of that one, really. That was a poor penalty from Ndai. And I love the fact he ran after the ball like, we can still do this, lads. We can still complete the comeback. And the referee's going to blow for full time literally directly afterwards. So 3-1 the final score and Chelsea get the win. It's 3 defeats on the trot after 0 for the entire season to begin with, and we are really struggling right now. We're on a free fall in terms of form. We have slid down the table to 14th place. We're only 2 points off the drop right now, and we've got to get this sorted because just 1 win in 9 is simply unacceptable as Fulkier's only out with concussion for a few days. And yeah, we're struggling big time now, and we've got to sort this out because, like, the longer this goes on, the worse it's going to become. So that will end today's episode. Oh, what a positive way to end today's episode. Seriously, can't even think of something positive to say. We scored a goal. Let's dwell on that positive. We scored a goal. Well done, and die. That will end today's episode of our Football Manager series, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy today's episode, then please do consider leaving a like, as likes are, of course, very much appreciated, and they really help the channel out as well. We shall return in the very next episode with games in December against, I'm targeting 2 right there, Spurs and Southampton. Because right now, Spurs away are sitting in 10th place. We seem to always lose to Spurs, so that will probably be a banker for Pochettino's boys. But the second game is going to be huge. At home to Southampton, who are struggling big time right now in 19th place. Seferovic will be returning to the KCOM Stadium as well. I think that will be a really big game, especially if our form continues to struggle like it has done all season long so far. So I'll return for those 2 games, and we'll be back very soon. So thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the next episode in my Football Manager series very soon.